I want to just pop in here for a couple minutes and talk about trust and integrity when it comes to supplements, the food we consume, products that we consume for our health, things like that. And why I am so obsessed with the things that I use and that I share with others, because I wouldn't share something unless I believe in it and want to consume it myself. So I want to give a little bit of education here today about some nuances when you're looking at supplements. So one of the things is when you look at a bottle of supplements, look at the back here where the ingredients are, the ingredient label, and look and see if it says manufactured by or manufactured for, or it might say distributed by or distributed for. So manufactured by is what you want to see versus manufactured for. And why is that? Well, manufactured by means the company actually manufactures their own products. That means they have control, obviously, over what goes in the products, but also they have control over the sourcing of the ingredients. They have control over what doesn't get in there. It's vertically integrated where they have control over everything that happens, the testing. So it's not a situation where you have a white label third party middleman. And that's important for a couple of reasons. One is pricing, because there's no middleman when it's manufactured by the company that makes the products, selling the products, by the brand. And to me, the most important thing is the control over what goes in, what doesn't go in. So one example of something that happened a couple years ago that you might have heard about is there were two stores, two outlets. One was a national health food store chain that's very recognizable, that probably everybody here has heard of. The other was a giant store, chain store, retail store that everyone has heard of. And what happened was they tested the products, they tested the supplements that were in the bottle in both of these stores. And some of them were nowhere near what was on the label. So the ingredients that were in there were not even what people thought they were buying. And that is really beyond disappointing, because I'm sure people who bought those were thinking, well, what was I putting in my body? First of all, first and foremost, what was I consuming? That's not a good feeling. And I spent my money on something that I thought was this, but it wasn't. So that's really important. So that's why I love this company that I'm with and the products that they make. I know the owners personally. They've been making organic products since the mid-90s, before there was even a USDA certified organic label and before it was popular to get on the organic bandwagon. So that's one thing. They also, with that situation I told you where the ingredients weren't what they said on the bottle, this company, they have an expensive system and a laser machine that actually tests each and every ingredient as it comes in and IDs it. And if it doesn't identify as the ingredient that the supplier is saying it is, it goes back. It doesn't pass. So that's super important. Believe me, none of us want to waste money, but I think it's a worse feeling to be like, I was just consuming something for a month or more and I don't even know what it was. That's scary. So there's that. Then there's other nuances in ingredients. Like let's take wheatgrass, for example. So there's wheatgrass and then there's wheatgrass juice. So wheatgrass is not the same as wheatgrass juice, and we have wheatgrass juice powder. It's way more nutrient dense than just wheatgrass, and it's more expensive to make it that way because you're juicing it. So wheatgrass juice powder is the preferred, is what you want. Now, the wheatgrass, the source that they get it from, who are the people that are my friends that own this company, is from organic farms out in the middle of nowhere. They're nowhere near any industrial sites or anything like that. Certified organic, and they water the wheatgrass with water from mineral springs. So they're supplementing the wheatgrass as it's growing with minerals from the water from pure mineral springs. How awesome is that? Then what they do is they harvest it before that first little joint forms in the blade of grass. And why is that? That's because that's where the most nutrition is. That's the most nutrient dense part of it. Now, is it cheaper to go the other way and let it grow and grow and grow and grow and then harvest it? Of course it is, because you're getting much more production and much more yield that way. But the owners of this company, they're so particular, and this is what I love about them. They have such integrity. They don't cut corners. So it's going to be that little amount, and then it gets harvested. And then they've got to grow it again, that little amount, and then it gets harvested. So in our green superfood shake, this right here has wheat organic, every single ingredient's organic, wheatgrass juice powder. And do you notice this packaging? This is not a plastic container. It's biodegradable. It's biodegradable and compostable packaging in this power shake. So check another box. They're also eco-conscious. They're transitioning to being plastic-free. I mean, who does that? It's amazing. And they've already saved about, I think, over 100,000 pounds of plastic. They're not completely plastic-free yet, but they're going that direction and transitioning. So even, things like this, which is capsules, they're in this biodegradable pouch instead of a plastic bottle. So right now, we are having Green Friday, early Green Friday specials, and I will do I'll put a story with a link where you can check it out. But I wanted to just give a little education on nuances, like I said, in supplements, and then let you know, there's some specials if you want to take advantage of it. They go through Sunday. But I always believe in educating as a health coach. I want to educate and empower people and create awareness. So you have more control over what you're putting in your body, and you have more knowledge, because I didn't. 8.5 years ago, before I got introduced to this whole world of holistic health, I didn't know what any of this was. I didn't know what excipients were. I had to Google it and look at, what is this word? What does this mean? Because this company kept saying, we don't use excipients. So what are excipients? They're the things that you see if you look at a bottle in the other ingredients. So you might see like a bunch of ingredients that look pretty good, and then you look at the other ingredients and you see stearic acid, magnesium stearate, microcrystalline cellulose, maltodextrin, which is another sugar. But some of these are actually made from petrochemicals, and some of them are actually cheap flowing agents. They're just flowing agents to get through the machines. They're not anything that's useful for our bodies. We do not want to consume them. I've even read reports where they could lower your T cell count, like lower your immunity. Magnesium stearate, stearic acid, microcrystalline cellulose. You don't want to have any of those, especially, when you're consuming something and you're in a good habit and you're taking it every day. You don't want to have that build up, that cumulative effect of those things that can be toxic, so no excipients allowed ever. So check your supplements, look at the other ingredients, look at where it says manufactured by or manufactured for, see which one it says. And then the last thing I want to cover briefly is whole food supplementation versus synthetic isolates. So why is whole food so important with supplements? Well, it's important because that's what the body can recognize. The body can recognize it and assimilate it because it's the whole food with all the cofactors, with the fiber and the minerals and every part of it. And then it'll use what it needs and excrete the rest, versus synthetic isolates that are not as good for the body, not as effective. So this company that makes these, they are sticklers. That is their philosophy. Whole food, that's it. They just came out recently with a new immune support product that has zinc in it. So it's zinc and then vitamin C, A, D, and E. It took them over a year to formulate it because they had to figure out a way to make it from whole food sources. So the zinc is actually from organic guava leaf extract. So how cool is that? So again, integrity. I mean, I'm picky about what I put in my body. And you know what? I don't live in a bubble. I eat organic at home. We go out sometimes. It's not always organic. But I'll tell you what, things that I'm supplementing with, I'm eating organic 98% of the time probably. And what I'm supplementing with, it better be darn good. Because that's what's helping me. I don't want that to have a counteractive effect where it's doing me more harm than good. So just wanted to share that with you. And again, check out the Green Friday specials. Super amino here. This protein's amazing. 99% utilization rate, 36 clinical studies, pre-digested, 10 of these tablets gives you the protein synthesis of a 12 and a half ounce steak. This product here for the gut removes the toxic chemical glyphosate that's found in Roundup. There's a human study actually proven that this removes glyphosate and lowered CRP levels, C-reactive protein, which is an inflammation marker. So that's all part of our 30-day reset transformation, including this incredible green superfood shake. And this has the organic wheatgrass juice powder. Every single ingredient is organic. And with the 30-day transformation pack, which is a really great kickstart and reset, and it's a perfect time of year to do it, going into what we call the eating season, but you do get a free product with it. Let me see, do I have it here? Yes, I think I do. Oh no, maybe not. Oh yeah, here it is, sorry. The zinc product, you get the zinc, a free full-size zinc C, A, D, and E with the 30-day transformation. And it also includes the apothecary, tart cherry concentrate, certified organic, hard to find tart cherry that's certified organic. Very important though. Whenever you do cherry anything, make sure it's organic, because cherries are one of the most highly sprayed and pesticized fruits. So you do not want to have them if they're not organic, but this is a tart cherry that is certified organic, has naturally occurring melatonin, helps you sleep like a baby, very high in antioxidants, and tart cherries are also very high in anti-inflammatory properties. So those are just some of the specials. There are way more. Like I said, I'll put the link up. You can check them out. They go through Sunday. But check out this line, because I just gave you like a little window into how the things are made. And they're made in California. Their manufacturing facility is in California. And I've walked through it many times and witnessed how they do it. So any questions you have, feel free to write them in the comments here. I'll put this on my IGTV, and send me a DM if you'd like. I'd love to chat with you and answer any questions too. So have a great day, everybody.